Alright, welcome back to round two. We're
You should play
spectating
on
from the
their
point of
names.
view of KVLT's team, I suppose. That's what they put on Team Blue. Uh, by the
They're
looks of
banning
it,
your
there
dudes.
has been no roster changes intermatch or intramatch. Okay, the Terminus Tyra ban, pretty meta. Let's see what KVLT's team bans. Terminus Tyra is honestly understandable for this map. You know, you have a tiny point, both of them can just zone the fuck out of it. Okay, the Grover pick. Oh, okay, I think I understand. This spectator system is kind of broken, so it doesn't show the Team Blue bands. Okay, Furia Genos, they're mirroring the pick of KVLT's team last round, I suppose. The Vora pick. Now that is interesting. You know, I assume that in this elo, despite the fact that people know how to counter Xin, he's still a more powerful character than say Vora. No, I take my word back. There it is. Now, a con pick on Brightmarsh is a bit interesting considering how there's lesser chances to get an environmental kill. There's only one spot, and that's kind of to the left or the right of the objective, depending on which side you spawn. So I don't know. They might get less value out of it here, but we'll see. Khan is still generally a pretty powerful character, and if they can make it work, which you know, Zealot, knowing him and his 4,000 hours on Paladins, he probably can. Rode him on the Fernando. Okay, change of pace. I guess they felt that Jarbo's performance wasn't good enough. Now the Yagarath pick. It appears that they might go Yagarath off tank here. We'll have to see, because I don't know this I don't know this Piss Fan 1 person, so. But damn, there's season 3 Grandmaster, impressive. Okay, Indoor Rex on the Drogos. Oh, Cable's going tank. Okay, all right. Oh, and they've put poor KN on Fernando. Oh boy. They're telling him the same thing that they told me. Sit on point and look pretty. That's what it's gonna be. You just watch. Now we just wait for the game to load in. Oh, they actually put Rodom on the Furia. Okay, alright. Let's go over see how they're doing over there. Alright, they chillin', they chillin'. They're not paying the level 70 something. They're surrounded by a bunch of like level, ranging from level 200 to 900. You know, he seems like he's kind of out of place. Oh, they actually kicked off Cassandra. Wow. Okay, and they replaced him seemingly with Zealot. Yeah, sorry, I did not notice that. They made a mid intra-game roster change. Interesting choice on Indo's part. We'll have to see if it yields any results. Okay, Indo going for the right side or left side flank while the whole team goes for the right side. And there goes KN, sitting pretty on the point. Okay, Yagurath going in, only to die to Indo. They have 2 picks, a tank and a DPS, and it looks like Zealot's about to go down. He is surrounded. Okay, KN comes into support. Okay, the Aura, Bush Founded 711 is going in on the flank. KN looks like he's about to die. That Yagurath could have stopped and sprayed him down. I suppose the Mercy is for the lead here. Okay, Zealot goes down. Yep, this is exactly what I expected. Indo's team is down 2 people and by the looks of it is retreating. Jarbo and Indo Rex on the left side flank. The whole team is actually coming through the left side. Yagurath comes in to disrupt. Willow goes for the ult. Indo goes for the ult. Only to kill the Yagurath. Not KN gets executed by Bush Bomb at 711. Jarbo comes to the flank through the left side. Biomatrix goes for the ult. I'm gonna get hooked. Wow, okay. Okay, Indo's team actually got the card. Genuinely the first time I've seen, well, it's not the first time I've seen it, but it's rather impressive considering how high level, what is it, KVLT's team is. Zealot and KN seem to be zoning along with Indo. Zealot is a bit isolated. Goes down to half health. KN goes in for the zoning push. Indo goes for the ult. Finds the main tank. Rodom goes for the hard left flank. It looks like KVLT's team cannot leave their spawn without risking their lives, therefore leaving the whole entire cart just for Indo's team to take. I don't know, I've never seen KVLT play this passively. Landon 04 goes for the ult, along with whoever the Bora is. Rodom goes down to the flank. Landon 04 comes in for the pick, only to get picked by himself. Okay, it appears that they've beat Indo's team off the point, and now KVLT 1 is zoning along with Biomatrix. Whatever Hisfan 1 is doing in the back, he may or may not be AFK, but here he is. Okay, he's back on his keyboard, goes in for the flank. Jarbo goes for the ult, finds nobody. Rodom actually gets KVLT. Bora goes in for the hook, only to miss. Misses one. Pissfan 1 kind of feeding. Not Kayan is isolated on the cart. 0 health and is stuck in position. No surprise there, he got kicked. Indorex is 1 health. He is about to get kicked if he is not careful. Okay, no, he got healed. Okay, 1-1. 1-1. Not bad. Well, there's a lot of things to say about that last round. For one, I think that Indo's team, I'm not going to say they got lucky on the cart, but they definitely had a lot of factors going for them there to be able to have the cart go into their favor. By the looks of it, the Indo's team was a lot more scattered than, say, KVLT's, but in the end, KVLT had the organization, and Indo's team just kind of fell apart, considering how their tanks were isolated. They had a flank. What was it? They had a flank and a whole DPS Willow in their backline, so... Well, not to mention that whole Yagarath zoning. You know. Of course, I'm just describing how KVLT plays, but the way that they play is very effective against how Indo's team plays. Zealot goes for the ult. Okay, KVLT's team is down a healer. Only to trade for Zealot's the main. Indorex kills the Yagarath. Kayan sitting on point, uncontested, although somewhat isolated. KVLT's team waits for the regroup, only to be mildly harassed by Indo. Okay, 1104 goes for the ult, begins an aerial duel, only to lose it. Indo with a 2K. They actually won the team fight decisively this time. Okay, KVLT's team, dazed and confused, regrouping at their spawn. Indo, mad zoning. Biomatrix seems to be somewhat AFK. Nate Jarbo goes into the ult, finds Biomatrix. Indo goes for the ult, finds KVLT. That's a double player down for KVLT's team. Zealot picks their Bora. Okay, alright. Pissfan 1 close to death. Getting harassed by that Furia. A lot of damage. Only to go down to Nate Jarbo. Okay, KVLT caught in the beam. This is not looking good for KVLT's team. They may actually lose this one. Okay, Bushman at 7-11 picks not Kayan. They're down a main tank. Zealot misses his ult. Pissfan 1 goes down. They actually get the point 1-3. Will KVLT's team be able to bring it back? Will KVLT's team be able to bring it back? We will see this round. But I am actually really surprised how decisively Indo's team won that point fight and that final push, considering how it took a lot less time. You know, just because they subbed out Cassandra, that they won that. Well, then again, correlation does not equal causation. By the looks of it, that seems like it was the cause. Kayan laughing at somebody in the background. Here we go. Round 3, baby. Indo's team goes for a hard right flank, with Indo mildly harassing the team on the left. Both teams go for the apartments. Pissfan 1 in the back line, taking massive damage. Goes for the ult, finds Indo. Only to be countered in the nick of time. Indo gets revenge, kills Pissfan 1 for grabbing him. The main tanks are dueling on point, not Kayan, fighting KVLT 1. Only to be broken into the fight by Biomatrix. It appears that Indo has lost the first team fight. They do, by the looks of the percentages of the capture point, have at least another team fight available, if they can get there in time. Indo hunting down the Willow. Goes for the ult. Okay, Indo's team lost it without a second team play. Nate Drubble takes down Pissfan 1. Goes for the ult. Finds Biomatrix. That's a 2K. It looks like, again, Kibble's team is dazed and confused and in the regroup phase. Kibble's team seems to be going for the long game here, since they've gotten the cart. They have 2 minutes to kind of wear their team down and then push forward to wear Indo's team down. Pissfan 1 in the backline going for the healer, only to be beamed by the Furia. Not Kane is stuck behind enemy lines. He gets picked, no surprise. And then for whatever reason, Biomatrix goes for the ult. I guess he was trying to feed. Okay, Rodon goes for the long range feed. Interesting. Indo going in for the carpet bombing like Obama did with his drones on Saudi children, or Iraqi children. And Zealot gets the ult, gets landed 04. Kibble's team is now down to DPS. Kibble's team is very, very longitudinal right now. They are very spread out from front to back. Jarbo and Zealot come to pressure. Okay, Indo, Rodon, and Kayan in the center area, putting up a team fight against the 5 other people of Kibble's team. And 04 goes for the carpet bomb. Finds Rodon. Bushbound 7-11 finds Jarbo and Indo. And Kayan, he's going in hard. He's angry. Decisively, Kibble's team won that. Will we see a 3-3? Most likely. However, I know for a fact that Indo's team will not go down here without a fight. They may lose the point fight without that much of a fight to say the least. But okay, no, I take it back. They essentially let the cart walk right up to its score and then jump in at the last minute. Thanks to Kayan and his quick thinking, supposedly. Well, quick thinking that results in quick thinking. But Zealot trickles in, only to stop it for a few seconds before getting picked himself. Okay, 3-3, like I said, 3-3. We're going to see, and this is the decisive battle. This will be the decisive battle here. Whether who wins this, whether Indo's team can make it a 1-1 Pride championship, I suppose you could say, because, you know, considering how they lost the last game, 1-3, or 1-4, or it could just be an absolute curb stomp by Kibble's team. But either way, both teams have about 4 ults to burn. Yeah, both teams have about 4 ults to burn, and we'll see which team uses it more efficiently. Okay, Indo's team goes for the hard left flank, while Kibble's team goes for the hard right flank. Both teams have about an even pie of the points. Indo goes for the ult, along with Rodon. Okay, Kibble, this is not looking good for Kibble's team. They're down a flank, a healer, and an off tank. Kibble's team, or Kibble pops the ult only to die instantly. This looks like a decisive battle for Indo's team. Now all Kibble has to do is just trickle in, and essentially they may have a chance of bringing it back here. But considering how they're at 80% already, Indo's team is likely to win this fight. Kibble goes in for the final touch, not quite the overtime. Pissfan 1 goes for the execute, and we're going to miss it. He get executed himself by Indo. Kibble's team has regained a foothold on the point and has decisively pushed back Indo's team back to about the halfway mark between the point and their spawn. Kane goes in for the center push. Kibble's team is extremely grouped up on the point. This is not a good look for them. Pissfan 1 goes in for the flank, only to be hit with a beam, and then promptly executed by Indo. Biomatrix finds Zealot. This is not looking good for Kibble's team right now. Actually, I take that back. This is not looking good for Indo's team right now. They're down 3 people and left with only 2 squishies. And there it is. There it is. That was a close game, to say the least. 3-3. Well, 4-3 if you count the final score. It was 3-3 between Indo's team and KVLT's team, which is quite impressive, considering how high level KVLT's team is. Alright, well, GG.